Good day everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. On this video I'll be analyzing with you guys the market setups for this coming week, what I think about the coming week, as I usually do on a Sunday. I'm sorry that I couldn't upload the video a few hours back. I had some technical issues, so let's get on it. Looking at the USDJPY on the 4-hour time frame, let me quickly jump to the monthly from the biggest time frame. As you can see, this current month, March, it's on a bearish. I've been on a bearish month. The previous was a bullish. So we're currently having a bearish engulfing candlestick on the month, or a bearish engulfing pattern. Going to the weekly. On the weekly, we see that the current week is still not moving, haven't moved much, but the previous week was a bearish, broke out of the previous week low. And then what could happen on the weekly? I'm thinking we could drop below to this zone 127967. That's when we can see some buyers coming in. That's what I think. Let me go to the daily. On the daily, we see that the previous Friday candlestick, or the previous candlestick from last week, we had a pin bar and it already broke out of the demand zone. Currently it opened a new low, so I'm looking for us to just pull back and go test the previous low, and then from there we just 50% already up on this downtrend, and we just test here 128, and from there we could start to buy. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame. The moving averages are above price broke out of this low, currently impulsing. Now it's on a pullback. From here we'd like to continue with the downtrend, so this is what I'm thinking on the USDJPY. I'm thinking a short-term downtrend, just to take out the buyers from the previous month, take out the buyers there, and then sellers are dominating the market on a short term, so buyers will come in more when we reach this zone 128.017. so this is what I'm thinking on the USDJPY for the upcoming week. Okay, this week. Taking a look at the Euro USD on the 4-hour time frame. So with the USDJPY being anticipated, with the USDJPY, sorry, I'm anticipating a bearish movement. So with pair correlation, it means that Euro USD will be bullish. You understand what I'm saying? So on the USDJPY, I'm anticipating a bearish movement. With correlation, it means the Euro USD will be bullish. So currently I'm anticipating a pullback to test the breakout, and then from here continue with the uptrend. We'll just maybe sell from here on the double top, or we'll possibly run up and test that high there at 1.10. That's if there are more buyers in the market, and then the dollar continues to decline. So currently we had a price break out of this zone with a large impulse, and we had a pullback correction. Currently we're testing this low, so from here we're gathering buyers, and then we'll tip this market to the upside. This is what I'm anticipating on the Euro USD for this coming week. Taking a look at the GBPUSD on the 4-hour time frame. With the GBPUSD, guys, I have some mixed feelings here. I have some mixed signals here. So with just looking at the setup, I see we have a breakout from this zone, price impulsed, pulled back, and continued with the uptrend, broke out of this high impulse there. Currently price is pulling back. You understand what I'm saying? Price have not broken yet this zone to the downside. So what I'm saying, we are on a consolidative state. The market is moving in a sideways. So here buyers came in. Possibly buyers could pull this market and break this resistance and continue the uptrend. So with buyers, it will break out of the zone, impulse, correction, pull back. Now buyers can come in somewhere, and then price will go to the upside. But then what I'm seeing here is that you can never hit first shoulder and a second shoulder that can form. The market can pull back and test this breakout, and from here we can take our short positions and have our stop losses set here or just above there, and then from here we take this market to the downside to test this previous low. Maybe that's when we could start to consider long-term buys. You understand what I'm saying? But to be on the safe side, just wait to see if the price breaks out, then you wait for a pullback and correction. That's an uptrend to take your buys. On this one, if price taps the resistance here, If you're a risk trader, you can take it, but if you want to take it easy, just wait for price to break out of this zone. If it breaks out, it will impulse to the downside, pull back, then you take your sells. From here we take price to the downside. So just currently what I can say is that just wait for price. Wait for price. If it's a head and shoulder, it will give us another shoulder here. It will drop, it will break out the neckline, and then from here we can consider taking sells after the breakout. Also from here we can take buys, or even from there. But currently price is really not stable, or not really up for a decision currently, until we get a breakout on the downside or on the upside. I hope you are clear. Taking a look at the gold market on the 4-hour time frame. So with gold, we've been on an uptrend for quite some time. Gold have been moving really up. This is a downtrend changed to an uptrend. You understand what I'm saying? So price broke out of this high at 1959. Impulse, currently it pulled back, and from here it just been shooting up. So what I'm thinking is that currently price is in a consolidation stage, so failing to break this resistance, but currently price pulled back to the downside, and I'm anticipating that from here we gather more buyers, and then price will definitely look to break this resistance as the dollar is bearish. Break this resistance, impulse, pull back, and then that's where we take our buy orders, the long positions, and then we targeting which target. Let me look at it on the daily. So from the breakout here, we could target that target at $26.70 region. Then we could possibly take sells from there to take the market to the downside. That's what I'm anticipating actually. I don't want to go around the bush or beat around the bush with this one. Or if it does not buy from here or move with an impulse from here, we could have price pulling back to this demand zone and erasing the short-term buyers who came in on Friday, and then possibly we could buy even from here. So this is what I'm anticipating on the gold market for this coming week. Taking a look at the US 500, also known as Standard and Poor S&P 500 on the 4-hour time frame. So with this index, it has been choppy. It has been a choppy market, but it has been on an uptrend short term. We got some higher highs, but overall it's on a downtrend because it hasn't broken out of this zone. You understand what I'm saying? But this high price came in and broke out of it, so that's what confirmed that we could have a possible change of direction for the short term. We could have a buy opportunity here. So currently price is still on a consolidating state, so we have a resistance here. We could have price pull back to tap this zone, and then from there we could have sellers overwhelming the market here and then taking price to the downside. Then from here it will interest buyers. Understand? Those who missed the opportunity to buy here, they will look to take it here, and then that's when we take buys, stop loss below price, then we take this to the moon. Or what could happen on a different scenario, price could come and break out of the zone, impulse, pull back, and then that's we take our buy orders. Or I could even be wrong, price would jump from there to the downside, break out here, impulse, pull back. That's when we take our sell orders and take this price to the downside. First target could be at 3804. So this is the scenario, guys. Wait for your breakouts and confirm from there. It's not a stable opportunity to take a signal currently because price is still in a consolidative state. Continuing, currently on the USD CAD on the 4-hour time frame, we've been on a choppy market. We've had a choppy market, but let me zoom out this and see. Let me see the daily chart. The daily chart has been quite interesting. Also, when the market taps on the demand zone for quite some time, it will break on it. It will break it. So we had a rally here, an impulse to the upside. Currently, we have a pullback. We're on a pullback that has been going on for quite some days. Let me go on the 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour, I see price jumped from this low, pushed up to the upside with a nice impressive move, broke out of this resistance zones, impulse to the upside. Currently price is pulling back to test the previous zone. What could happen here? We could have a pullback. Price could move to the upside as it's on demand zone here and test this zone. From here we could take this, we could see price dropping to the downside, or even price could break this resistance zone or demand zone, because currently it was resistance but now it's a demand zone. We could see price breaking here and dropping to the downside to pull back and test the previous zone. From here we could see buyers coming in, taking this price to 1.38589. Then I think from there we could take some short-term sells again to test this zone, then we'll fully come with a long-term buy. This is what I'm just thinking. There's just a lot going on in the markets. The setups are not really clear, but we'll just have to react on what is happening on the market. We could have a pullback to test this zone. That's when you can take a buy, or pullback, or from here we could just start to move up. But I'll start to take sells from 1.38590. You understand what I'm saying? Considering a candlestick pattern and negative news that might be impacting the USD CAD. Okay, this is what I have for the upcoming week. Stay blessed. Cheers.